Hi, I hope all is well today. I just wanted to check in, see how you were doing, see how you all were doing today. Make sure that you're at your high vibrations, you know. Um, Make sure people don't get into your light while you're out and about. You know, don't forget if you get the last word in, you kind of lost the battle because you're going to get back what you put out there. Um, so yeah, don't tap into other people's energy. Stay in your own energy. Maybe they'll tap into yours. Lead by example. We out here going through these spiritual awakenings, and I say spiritual awakenings because a lot of times we hear spiritual awakening, having a spiritual awakening. No, it's like spiritual awakenings. Like you have one, you have another, and another, and another, reborn, rebirth, all that stuff. So and as well as transformations and all of that good stuff. So yeah, just try to stay high vibrational. If you got a second, put your hands on some trees. Put your hand up against the trees. Touch the trees. Ooh, look, I'm gonna send y'all some energy. Cause she is the healer. One way is that you can tell if someone is a healer is by looking at the crescent moon on the crescent moon. Sorry, I'll be mispronouncing stuff at times because it do just be flowing, and sometimes it's more than one word at once that's flowing through, and it can come out together or just a little off. But I'm sending good energy to you. But yeah, let me get back on track. One of the ways that you can tell that somebody is a healer, the palm of their hands make a crescent moon, as well as they have the letter M. They could have the letter M on their hand too. So I can feel it in the middle. Well, I can feel it in the palm of my hands. Did you just get scared? Or did someone just get scared? Don't be scared. I'm not a witch. I've always wore hoods. Ask anyone that knows me. Kind of falls into place of who I am now, right? Who I've been rebirthed into. But no, I'm not a witch. You can always find out who are witches, though. There's good witches and bad witches. They could be born into it, or they just, they're like real witches. Like, you can look up their birthdays and stuff. It'll tell you. Matter of fact, you could find out that maybe you're one. Yeah. That's why you gotta look up your life path number and stuff. Like I said, all of that information is in my playlist, not my videos. I don't want to get people confused. When you go to my YouTube channel, when I'm talking about my playlist, I am not talking about my own videos. I'm talking about go down to the bottom of my channel where it says the playlist is and check those out. So much information there. The covers and maybe the titles of the videos might throw you off a little bit. Tap on them. Then make your judgment. Best believe all that you see will resonate with, especially if you're on your spirituality journey. Now, if you're just somebody that's curious, it's good to listen to, but it can come off a little whack to you if you haven't necessarily experienced, especially because how society and how, these things aren't really talked about. And when it's talked about, it's considered bad or forbidden. The fruit. The fruit is so good. It tells you what direction to go in life, so you don't end up having a midlife crisis, which is really a spiritual transformation because you didn't really sit still with yourself and get to know who you really are or look into. I mean, your stuff is written in the stars. So yeah, you go and check that out. All right, I'm getting enough energy because I'm starting to feel a little weak. Okay, so and it's talking, bringing some energy back. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, the midlife crisis. How it's basically a spiritual transformation because you might not have tapped in and found your true love in life, which your soul urge for, which is basically written in the stars. Because if you go check out your soul urge number, well, after you calculate it, which I have a video on that where you can learn how to calculate it the right way, find out your soul urge number, and then you go and research that number, and it hits you like this. You can't lie about this stuff. Like, it's real. You go, look, you know who you are. So when you go and you tap into this stuff and it fits you 100%, but a lot of people will get it twisted because, if you're not doing some of the stuff now, it's because you're not quite in line with yourself, and you can't just hop into the stuff because you might not be necessarily ready for it yet. Like, you might need lessons for that stuff or training. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what path to go, which direction to go, and you study that instead of just having different degrees thrown into your face and asking you what you want to do. I mean, yeah, you feel it in your heart of stuff that what you want to do, or sometimes you can be forced because of the family that she was born into. I'm so sorry for the ones that feel as though they have to do that. But yeah, people, everybody's life is different. How they were raised or what families they were in, whatnot, whatever, or as well as ain't got time. You might be raised in a, like, possibly not in, how people say they come from the gutter. Because, yeah, so you try and get up out that gutter. So, like, you just hop into, like, some people will do sports or something like that because it's the easiest thing for them. So, yeah. Like, if you got to, I get it. Do that plan A to get your foot in the door, meaning, like, and I ain't saying foot in the door for that specific thing. I'm saying your foot in the door to get you out in a comfortable space, and always keep what you really want as a hobby or, like, that plan B. Like, build that up so when it happens, you ain't ready. I mean, when it happens, you are ready. You ain't worrying about getting ready because you're already ready. You get what I'm saying? Alright, so, yeah, like, you gotta take it serious. We have to take it serious, or else, as well as us as adults, when it comes to our little ones, this is the time to experiment with them. And I'm not telling nobody how to raise their little ones. I'm just talking. I'm not talking at you. Let's sit as if we are conversing back and forth. So, like, I'm talking to myself too. This is the time where they can dibble dabble into everything possible and stuff like that. Okay, we know it may not be what they're going to be in the future, but they can start learning what they like, as well as us as adults can always look up their soul urge number and their life path number and start dibble dabbing, and, like, you have a direction to go for sure when it comes to that. You have a direction to go, and see how your little ones like it, and get them into those things that really fits what their soul urges for. So later on in life, when they are in high school, you're not, trying to figure out, all right, now what y'all want to do in life, where you want to go, da da da, and possibly get into something that they really don't truly love, and end up having a midlife crisis, which is really a transformation of spirituality, and you are dealing with the fact that your soul is crying out and kicking you in your butt, telling you that this is not what we want to do. And then you start making impulse choices, or yeah, you know what a midlife crisis is. So that's basically what a spiritual transformation is. If you didn't look within and find out what your soul, yourself really truly loves, So I hate looking down because, okay, hi guys. So yeah, it's worth it. It's your life. It's your little one's life. Why not give it a try? We do everything else for them. That we do all that we can for them. We do what's best for them, regardless of what we may want. We do what's best for them. Okay. All right. So, with that being said, do what's best for you too. And hopefully you checked in to all of those things, and hopefully you have a great day. And don't forget to not let nobody tap in. Don't go tapping in other people's energy. Stay in your own energy. And keep those positive thoughts. Say your affirmations. Don't forget you can sing them too. Don't forget to take that Bluetooth speaker and put it in your case of water and play your affirmations while it's in your water, your Bluetooth, and sing them while it's in your water, and putting all that power back into that water. Because, let's be real. They know how powerful water is. So could you imagine what they probably do to the water before they send it out here? And then you can, water is very powerful. It's alive. Yeah. So be careful where you sit your water too, your drinks, And say you got it on your TV stand or something like that, take it off, because whatever you're watching is going into that water. I know some people pray over their water. Do your affirmations too in that water. You pray for your family, all that. That's good water. So not only are you saying your affirmations, writing your affirmations down, visualizing your affirmations, but you're drinking your affirmations in your water too. I mean, good goal. So, but yeah, okay. I'm gonna let y'all go, and I hope you have a great and beautiful, lovely day. Peace, love, and light, and see you next time.